there folks, how are you? Welcome to day 168 of Lyndall's Luscious Limberings. So nice to see you back, what a treat, hey? Hey, so I meant to say this week it's NAIDOC week here in Australia, which for those of you who don't know, it's a week which celebrates and recognises the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander communities, cultures and languages here in Australia, which, let's be honest, is woefully neglected in pretty much every aspect of our society, of our government, of education, our understanding, which is pretty shit. So this week's theme for this year is Always Was, Always Will Be, which recognises that the First Nations people have lived continuously with and in connection to country in Australia for 65,000 years. Which is a very, 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 I mean, it's a mind-bogglingly long time. And sovereignty was never ceded when European settlers came in a couple hundred years ago and just took over the land. So where I am here in Melbourne, I'm actually on the lands of the Wurundjeri Willam clan, which are part of the Wawarung group, which are part of the wider East Kulin nation of Indigenous languages. So I would like to acknowledge that ownership of that land and pay my respect to their elders past, present and emerging. Right, I feel like we should let that settle for a second before we continue on. Okay, great, so today's leg day. Yeah, and I think we should just bust it out. You know, let's do it. Let's not hold back. Why be bothered doing that? Yeah, okay, cool. No, obviously take care of yourself. You know the drill. Like, do what you need to today. But you know, the challenge is out there should you want it. Okay. If you're joining me today's playlist for day 168. 3, 2, 1, go. Lovely. Feet hip width apart, please. I'm just going to start by rising up on the toes with the shoulders and down. And again. And down. Good, let's make that double time. So, and down. Squeeze it up, then release. Bit more, letting the whole of the shoulder blades. Good, bend the knees, and we're going to go shoulders rolling. 2, 3, and 4. Good, and into the elbows. You can move around a bit with my feet if you want, it's fine. Just make sure the head's going up and the butt's going down. Good, bend the knees and just go again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, we're being chickens. Good. Alright, single arm rows. And just let that movement reflect through the body, so there will be a slight rotation through the ankles, through the knees, to the hips. Nice and easy, super relaxed. Good, and we're going to go down. Our favourite skis. They're not really skis, but I call it skis in my mind. Alright, and going a little bit lower. I'm not going to come up quite so much. Good, now we can come up again. We're going 2 in a circle, 2, circle. Just keep the knees going nice and light. Maybe a bit of a cardio component today. Just driving through, letting all the blood go through to the soft tissues. Good, stepping out wide and just big circles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now make them sideways. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't be stretching the body yet. Just keep it light. Go in now. So the knee bends don't have to be particularly heavy. They can be very small. And now we're going to take them forwards. Good stuff. It's going to be like 30 here today, Melbourne. It's very exciting. Okay, circle, 2. Now I've got some of that blood stored up in the thighs. Let's move it around. Change direction. And back the first way. 2, 3, and change. 1, 2, 3, and the other way. It's always hard when the music changes right in the middle of an exercise. That was totally my toe clicking then. And go the other way again. And the first way. Good. Just kick out. Good. Weight in one leg. We're just going to lift up and down. 2, 3. And let's bring in the wrists. 1, 2, and then back down. And again. So the weight should be on the ball of the grounded foot. One more time. Good, outer leg. So try and put it up and down in the same spot. And sparks. Bit of coordination going on here, which I just knocked up. Talking, breathing and moving was just too much. Okay, I can do it. I got it. Okay, other leg. Just gonna go pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and again. Doesn't have to be too aggressive, just flossing it out. Other leg, and pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift up tall through the head, weight in the ball of the foot, down through here, release through the small of the back. Relax across the sternum. Good, and just walking through. Keep going, just turning out the music. Get across the body. You can start to really send those ribs out to the side, just to enjoy that stretch. Good, legs wide. And pop that hip, 2 sides, 2 each side. And hands. If in doubt, multitask. And double time. 2. Really pull those fingers back so you're stretching through the forearms. 1 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. To the side. Roll the wrists. And the other way. It's alright, it's not going to be like arm day. You can relax. Good, alright. 2 in a circle. 1, 2, and circle. Good stuff. Get a nice stretch through the lats, under the shoulder blades as well. Okay, now we're going to do a weight shift. So you can get the legs a little bit wider if you want. Good, into a double arm swing. Almost like you're dabbing, almost. Good, change it to a circle, going the way that you're moving. Good, scatter rose petals. Right from the center of the spine, so you feel like those arms are really lengthening out. All right, now gather them back in. Gather in the rose petals, get them back. Recycle. All right, get them from wide a bit, so from the side. 2, 3, 4. Really, you can bring that come right across the body. So you're sort of almost giving yourself a single-armed hug. Good. I'm just going to go hips. Really isolating through that pelvis. Front to back. Breathe in, take some air. And circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and change direction. Remember, if you have a butt pencil sticking out your butt, pointing down to the ground, just a bit weird, it's drawing a perfect circle on the ground. Good, okay, wiggle down. Just to halfway, and then back up. And again, wiggle down. If in doubt, wiggle. Back up. Hands to the side, wiggle down. Back up. And again. So you should be getting a nice stretch on the inner thigh as we go down, and a little bit of the back of the legs. Good, all right, let's do a ring with a weight shift. 3, 4, really get that stretch of the shoulders. Good, go lower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, good, reaching up, stretching down, popping out one hip then the other. And then slow it down, pop out one rib then the other. Good, all right, we're gonna bend the knees. So bend. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, keep going. Good, stay in the center, bend the knees, rolling up through the spine. All right, feet into mother stance and squats. Now really use this as a chance to get a nice stretch through the backs of the butt cheeks. All right, if you want to just make this a bit more challenging, come up to the toes. Get that butt right down. See if you can get the thighs parallel to the ground. Make sure you're sending the butt bones out behind and the head going out forwards. Gonna keep this rhythm, let's step out wider. 1, 2, 3. Coming up on the toes if you can. Okay, we're gonna pivot to the side and into our lunges. 1. Adjust the feet if you need to, so you have right angles. All right, so let's try this. Up into your toes, and then 2. Toes. 3, 4, keep going. 5, 6, 7. Good, back into the middle. Onto your toes. How good are squats, hey? Nice stretch. All right, turning around. Get the feet in a position so you can do a right angle. And now up on the toes in that front leg. Good, back into the center. Lift, lift. Okay, if you want, you can bring it up a little bit higher. I am turning this hip forward, so I'm not doing exactly to the side. I'm turning the hip over. Keep going. Okay, now I'm going to take it exactly sideways. So the pelvis is perpendicular to the front. Don't roll that hip over. Gets the heart rate up. Okay, let's go forward. Good. Reaching forwards. Stretch over. Good. Just do little twisty bounces here. Beautiful. Bend the knees. Rolling up to the spine. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Back down. Use this to get your breath back. Back up. And down. One more time going up. Good, turning side on. So we're going to do the runner's lunge. So reach behind and up onto the toe, keeping the balance. So keep all the weight on that front leg. Don't put any weight on the leg behind as it goes to the back. And it's a dynamic stretch, so you can get down a little bit lower each time. All right, let's change legs. The arms are opposite. So whatever leg goes back, that arm goes forward. Good, couple more. On balance. I love how I remind you to be on balance when I go off balance. All right, back to the first leg. Reach down to touch the floor. Down, 2, 3, 4, and up. I don't mind which hand you touch the floor with. If you can't reach the floor, just run the hand down the leg until you find a stretch and come back up. Try not to put the foot in the ground if you can help it in between. One more set of these. I'm on the crooked bit of the floor again, that's the problem. All right, changing sides. Even though we're reaching down to the floor, have the feeling that your chest is rising. So if we go down and collapse down, you can send all your energy down into the floor. The chest rises as you're tipping forwards. And you'll find you have a lighter touch on the ground when you get there. Good. Now just because I like this one, bend and kick with the straight leg. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Same on the leg, same leg. Now keep that leg bent on the ground. Ooh. Start to feel that through the thighs, don't you? Good, other leg. So starting off as we come up, we straighten the grounded leg. Two more, and 7. Good, now we're going to keep this leg bent. That sound is my yoga mat scratching on the floor, just so you know. If you're hearing small farting noises, they're not me. Good, all right, put that leg down into all fours. Shake it out, well done. Tuck the toes under, up into a down dog, just slowly walk your way through. We'll ease out those calves we just worked. If you want, you can take it across the body, but make sure you're still getting a nice stretch through the calves. Good, then we're just going to lightly go up and back. Don't have to bring the heels actually to the ground. Just mobilizing through the shoulder and giving those calves an opportunity to relax down. And let's just settle for a sec. Now you know what we haven't done for a while? Mountain climbers. Here we go, across the body. 2, 3, 4. So I'm going diagonally. 6. Now let's do 8 straight down the line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Double time across the body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more set. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. And straight down the line. Alright, sticking on the same leg, we're going to go out and across. Same again, other leg, out and across. Out and across. Out and again. Alright, staying in the same leg, we're going to keep on alternating out, across. And the other leg, out, across. You got it, almost done. Back to your knees, wiggle your butt. Good work. Good, back into a child's pose for a sec. Relax out the shoulders. Back up to all fours. P leg to the side. 2 and 3, 4. Make sure that you're still bringing that belly button into the center, engaging through the shoulder blades. Okay, now I'm just going to pull this ankle out, in. 2, 3, and now just the knee, out, 2, 3. Good, other leg. Just P leg. 2. Lengthen through the top of the head, don't crunch through the neck. Chin up. Good. Just the foot. 1, 2, 3. Just the knee. 1 and 2, 3. Good, back to your knees. Let's just rest those shoulders for a second because they might have a little bit of fatigue after yesterday. Just saying. Back up to all fours. Hold the P leg out, we're going to pulse forward. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Same leg, now pulse it to the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Other leg, pulsing P leg forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And to the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. Sitting back, roll through the shoulders. On your backs, go on. Just bringing these in for a sec. Good, and popping yourself into a bridge. So just sending the pelvis out away. And we're going to go down and up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, if you're feeling good about that, we're going to pick up one leg, otherwise stay on that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stay on that leg if you can, and bring it up. 4 more. 4. If you're just doing normal ones, if you want to, you can just hold up in a bridge rather than pulsing. Otherwise, other leg. Here we go. 2, 3,
4, 5, 6, 7. All right, let's see if we can ramp it up. Literally. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. What a rock star. Bring the knees in. And circle the other way. Good stuff. Let's bring the legs out long for our hamstring raises. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you should feel it a bit more towards the back of the leg. 6, 7. Keep going. 2 more. Good. Bring the toes in. Lifting up. And just small pulses here. 3. If this is too hard on the small of your back, go in, down in between for a small rest and don't come up so high. Otherwise, keep going. And now we're going to go down and up. But just let the butt touch the ground. Don't rest it. 4, 5. You might be feeling it through the butt cheeks. Stay up. Open and close. 2, 3. Keep going. 4. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Yes, team. Legs straight up. And we're going to go double bounce with our scissor switches. Now let's bring the shoulders off the ground. Remember, engage through the belly, not through the neck. And let's just go double time switches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and again. Okay, we're going to do 3 pulses and then bend the knee in. So we go 1, 2, 3, in, and do a little crunch. 1, 2, 3, and crunch. And changing legs. 1, 2, 3, and in. This is to give your legs a rest, yeah? Just using the core. I think I might be doing more on this side than the other side. It's because the music's rocking out. Good. And just circle around. Don't swear at me. Alright, coming onto your side. Okay, we're going to go up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, I totally missed the count of the music there. Alright, let's chuck in a crunch. 1, 2, 3, 4, keep going. 5, 6, 7, good. And just pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep that leg up. Bring the other one in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. Keep them both up. This knee's going to go forwards and up and back. 3. And now with the straight leg. Good. Changing sides. I'll see if I can remember everything we did on that side. So hip perpendicular to the ground. Okay, here we go. 1, 2. Oh, the music's just such a different time, isn't it? Just going to slow this down a bit so we can do our crunches to start. All right, let's tuck into crunch. 1, 2, 3, 4, farmer. 4, 3, you're doing so well, you really are. 2, All right, hold that leg up and just pulsing. 1, 2, 3. You don't need the crunch if you don't want it. 5, 6, 7. Good, lower leg. 1, 2, 3. It's like they're clapping because we're so happy about leg day. 6, 7. Keep both legs up. 1. If this is too intense, you can put the bottom leg down. And with the straight leg on the top. 1, 2. Control it, don't kick it. Good, pop it down onto your all fours. Wiggle it out. Good, arch the back up and down. Lovely, tuck the toes under, up into a down dog, walk the hands in, rolling up through the spine, spread out the shoulders. Okay, good, we're gonna go sideways lunge into an elbow to knee. You can straighten this leg as we come up if you want. 3, 4, double time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, other leg, down and up. 2, 3, you know it's coming. Double time, here we go. 1, don't crunch over to the body. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, good. Let's move out the hips. 4 this way, 1, 2, 3, this way. Forward, 1, 2, 3, and behind, 2, 3. Good, reach up. Rolling down. Stretching out. Creep out the fingertips far in front, lift the butt towards the ceiling. And just stretch there if you want. You can sort of wiggle through the hips as well. Nice stuff. Just turn the legs out to this so you can face the side. Pivoting on the back foot. Make sure the front legs are out in front so you have right ankle between the shin and the floor. Lifting up towards the ceiling with the head. And just open and close that front leg. Good. Pick up the toes and turn them out and keep stretching. Bring them back in. Just pop the elbows to floor if you feel like it, otherwise just stay stretching. Back up. Pivot the toes towards the back wall, pop the knee down, turn around and stretch sideways up through the hips. And back in. Pivot yourself around to face the front. And just stretching sideways. Hello. And the other way. And around, make sure the shins at a right angle, lifting up through the head, chest going upwards and forwards, and if you want, just open and close that front leg. Good, pick up the toes in the front, turn it out, keep stretching. Back in, elbows to floor if you can today. And coming up, turn the toes out to the back and knee down, turning around, stretching sideways up. Good, just take yourself into all fours, allowing out the hands under the shoulders and the feet under the hips, and the index fingers lined up, and up into down dog. Let's really stretch out those calves today. So allow yourself, don't worry about pushing them down, but what I mean is we're going to take the time just to relax through the hamstrings, relax the shoulders, the neck, drawing into the shoulders, butt towards the ceiling, thighs on the wall behind you. And just really think about opening along the whole of that, like the butt cheeks, the top of the butt. Good, bend the knees, just walk the hands into the feet. And just hang over in a crouch, drop the head. Making a nice C curve through the spine. If you want, you can just pull the belly button into the spine a bit just to help with that C curve. And straighten the legs gently. I'm just going to turn the face front. And just straighten until you find a stretch and then relax again. Go through a few of those cycles. And then just take the weight into the ball of the right foot, put the left leg over the top. And stretch. If you put the weight in the heels, we'll just start with stretch up the top of the leg. And then just gently creep forward so it's in the ball of the foot. Good, soften the back leg. Just bend both knees. We're just going to drain the blood out of the head for a second. And then back up again, weight in the left foot and the ball of the foot. And then gently rock back into the heel of the left foot. And forwards into the toes. And bend the knees. We'll just drop again into a crouch. Since we're here, widen the feet a bit if you want to, and just flatten off the heels on the ground. Use the elbows to help spread the knees further out, stretch across the small of the back and the inner thigh. Such a good stretch this for the small of the back. Those of you who spend any time in a harness, the aerial work, this is godsend, this. Good, hands down and butt up. And just one more stretch, hands behind the legs wherever you can get them, and just send the butt bones up, thighs behind you, and encourage yourself through a nice stretch down the whole back of the body. Bend the knees, rolling up to the spine. Good, and we're just going to flush the spine gently. Nice and easy. So there should be a lot of warmth built up around the body. So as we do this rotation, just feel like everything in the body is nice and hollow, so that warmth can just spread around. So the arms are really passive in this movement, but there's like a hollow space stretching from your heels all the way up to the ankles, the knees, the hips, the pelvis is hollow. Just one big space from the pelvis into the belly, into over the diaphragm, and the chest all the way up into the head and down the arms. Good, now keep the head facing forward. You can still keep turning the hips there if you want. And now we're going to keep the hips still and just move through the shoulders. Knees should be slightly bent. Good. Final stretch. Let's just stretch out through our quads. Lifting up tall, pelvis slightly rocked under. Breathe. And the other side. Nice work. Bit more cardio today, hey? Well, tomorrow is our stretchy day. So yes, I have a feeling we might be spending a bit of time giving some love to the legs. And of course, in the meantime, if you want to continue on stretching, doing some more stretching through the legs and or possibly the arms from yesterday, that's also fine. But lovely to see you again. Hope you're having a nice day wherever you are. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Be kind to yourself and be kind to others. Lots of love. Bye.